How's it going, guys? My name is Josh and this is my channel. This is kind of I suppose an introductory video into what this channel is about, and kind of what you guys can get out of it and what I can get out of it and things like that. I'm a creative designer. I have knowledge in kind of marketing, social media, organic growth, creative design, graphic design, brand development, business, and a little bit of media buying and everything like that. Basically anything to start a business, and I want to kind of document the journey and document my learnings throughout the coming years, the coming months, and hopefully you guys can get something from it. It's going to be basically my own diary. Yeah, so basically a little brief overview into my experience. I started kind of in the job realm, I suppose, when I was about 16, leaving secondary school, or I believe high school. Yeah, I didn't have any jobs before that, just had pocket money from my parents. Didn't even have a paper round, nothing like that. I was never in a family that kind of liked jobs when you were young. It was weird. I don't think my parents liked the idea of us having to go out early in the mornings when we were so young and doing jobs. I started at a pet store. Really bad pay, really bad hours, or not bad hours, but not a lot of hours. And yeah, and I was basically a bird specialist, so I would talk about all birds and things like that and sell birds. I was on about £140 per month, which is terrible. Don't even know how I survived, even at 16. Like, I don't know how I survived. I kind of managed pretty well, but I don't know. Then at kind of for about 3 years, 16 to 19, I was at that place, and I left just at COVID, so just before kind of COVID-19 kicked in, so that was about 2020. I was about 19, and then a few months went by, and then I became a bartender for a few months. Really didn't like it. I was spilling loads of drinks, you know, it was going everywhere. It was really embarrassing, and yeah, I kind of gave that up. I was on about £200 to £250 per month then. Again, not a great wage. So yeah, and then when I was about 20, I think it was like March time, pretty much March last year, I became a landscaper, so a soft landscaper. So that's pretty much a gardener, cutting grass for people, pulling out weeds, things like that. I was on 850. I wrote everything down, by the way, just so I can remember. I was on about £850 per month. This is when like I kind of started getting like a realization of what, not even real money, but what money could do for people. Like, I could start buying stuff in a sense. Did that for a year. And then basically at Christmas that year, so Christmas last year, I started at a marketing agency. So it was a brand development agency, and I was the creative designer there. I was pretty much the only creative designer there. So over time, I kind of became the head or lead creative designer. It was really fun. Kind of by the end of it, got a bit bored, wanted to move on, I was on, £1,500 per month then. Again, good for the time, not great money, but it was good. I just wanted to move on. I wanted to get to higher feats, and I have ADHD, so I really wanted to, I can't stay still for too long. If it's a job, and it was a very stagnant job, a lot of clients were decreasing, the churn rate was very high. Churn rate basically means the kind of frequency of clients onboarding and kind of offboarding and leaving an agency. It was very high. We didn't have a lot of clients in the end. The money was looking quite red and really bad. And yeah, it was just a bit of a dismal kind of relationship or kind of vibe there, in my opinion. Really nice people, but yeah. So I moved on and I got a job at UK's leading haircare and kind of street fashion brand company, and I am the kind of digital and social media manager there. Really great job. I've kind of just started last month, so really exciting, and yeah, having a great time. So yeah, that's basically where I am at. I'm at 21, I'm at just under £3,000, and I have realised that so far in my life, whatever money or however much I earn, I'm always feeling like it's not enough. I remember when I was on £850 per month, I used to say if I was on £3,000, I would be going on holidays like all the time. I'd be doing this. And then when you're at that money and at that level, you say, oh, I need to get to, like right now, I think 5 grand in my head is a good number. But I know that when I get to 5 grand, it's going to be 10 grand. And when it gets to 10, but that is the fuel to keep you moving, in my opinion. I think if I was really happy on 3 grand, what's going to be motivating me to do more and do better? Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a weird one, but it's something to note that you're never going to be content with the money you have. You need to kind of get in the head that you're always going to go through life wanting more. That's not a bad thing. You need to sometimes discipline yourself and kind of take note that you're doing great. And because if you think you're doing shit, like, so I've been in the past where I think I've done really bad, and then I have to really reflect and realise that I'm doing great. And, you know, don't look at social media. There's people my age, half my age, bloody hell, like, that are earning 5 times, 10 times as much as me. And you're always going to get those people, so don't worry. Like, you are doing great, and yeah, we get there. That is where I'm at, I suppose, financially. I think this is another thing with this whole channel. I want to be as transparent as possible, or as much as I can. Right now, I don't really care, you know, telling you guys about this because I think it's really beneficial. But basically, I just want to make sure that you guys are getting basically the raw footage and everything in between. A little bit about kind of business. In the past, I have done so many things and they have failed so many times. So this is going to be a great channel because you're watching someone kind of try everything for the first time and also fail for the first time. In a sense, hopefully I won't fail, but I've like done so many side hustles and things, from flipping on eBay, Xboxes, music tutoring like kind of drums or drumming, consulting for kind of agencies, outlet flipping, so go into like you know, stores like TK Maxx, buying stuff from there, flipping them, selling rare aroids. So aroids are basically rare plants, drop shipping, and kind of streetwear reselling like Supreme and Palace and things like that. I've done a lot. I'm sure there's more. I mean, there's also Instagram theme pages. I've started my own graphic design company, which was like a music cover art kind of company, which was a bad idea, but yeah, that failed. Didn't make loads of money. Lost money actually. So far, my latest one is I've started a creative media agency, but that is looking pretty interesting, to be honest. And yeah, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And basically, that's a reason why I wanted to start this channel, because I think I'm at the stage now where I've done all the kind of lessons growing up. You know, a lot of people, when you grow up, you want to make money, and I've had years where I've been wanting to make money and nothing seems to click, and it's so hard to make any sort of cash. And I thought, why can't I just do this? You know, like I'm thinking differently to other people. Like, I'm thinking business minded at a younger age. And the truth is, you just need, it's a learning process. You need to realise, or someone needs to tell you, that you're not going to make money, or you unless you're very lucky, but you're not going to make money when you're young. It's going to take about 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Like 16 to now 21, that's 5 years. So it's taken me 5 years to just learn enough to believe that, okay, I can now start a company that has a chance of being successful. So you need to realise that, you know, if you haven't gone through so much learning, business minded, going to university, doing so many businesses that have failed, and I've done so many that I think a lot of people would have just stopped and just done a job and lived life. But if you get past that, they're the people that are going to get to that level, if you know what I mean, and get those big bucks and get that great job and get that great life and just be successful and do what they want. Basically, this channel is going to document my journey, my learnings. Hopefully it provides value to you guys. I really want you guys to see my journal, my documentary, everything I've learned, and if you can incorporate it some way in your life, that's brilliant. But most importantly, this is a journal for myself to follow and it's just going to act as my digital brain in a sense. I'm not going to spill and vomit like emotions and like, you know, like random like personal stuff, like the really personal stuff. It's not my digital mind in that sense. It's my digital business mind, and I just don't want to forget anything. With my ADHD, I forget a lot. It's very hard to think sometimes, so having this channel should help me out there. And I want it to motivate myself and you. I want something to just watch and just be motivated by and be disciplined by, and see my growth and learning. And hopefully, if you follow, you'll see yours as well. So next year, here are my goals. I'm probably going to do a New Year's resolution one by the end of the year. So this is like my goals, just as an introductory thing. I want to grow my business, my creative media agency, excuse me, to about 5,000 per month. I could definitely go more. I'm holding that back for a reason, because I also do music and I want to work on my music. And you know, this next year, I want to promote that, and because I have a big passion for creativity, so I want to do that on the side. I truly believe that 5k per month is something 100% doable. That's like, that can be like 5 clients, that could be 10 clients, whatever. And you should do the same thing. You should think about your goals for next year, what you want to do, business minded, what you want to do personally, if there's any hobbies you want to achieve, because even though this is going to be more of a business channel in a sense, I also think it's really beneficial to grow your mindset and have a healthy mind. And hobbies and passions are, and your personal life has to go and coincide with business. I just want to see where next year takes me, to be honest. I want to see where this channel takes me. I want to see where I take myself. I want to see how my kind of body, mind, and kind of ethos and thoughts and learning and knowledge changes. I've been going to the gym, all this year, and I want to kind of get even more fit next year. I've seen a difference. I want to see more of a difference, and I want to see a difference in business. And I will potentially just start a podcast, start loads of things, and try and learn as much as I can for this channel. And if anyone starts watching, send me your thoughts on what you want me to do and try and things like that, because I want to create content for you guys. Even though I want to create for me, I also want to create content for you guys that will help you guys, because my way of thinking is all these channels, these gurus, these like these kind of business channels, like how to grow your business or how to grow your Instagram account, things like that. I want this channel to be a bit more authentic, in the sense of, like, I suppose Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO, but more, instead of looking back and being at that great successful level then, I want this channel to be a journey, so you can watch it from the start, where I've told you kind of how I've got to the $3,000. It was pretty easy. It's just jobs and just increasing. I can do a video on how to get jobs and how to get good jobs. That's an easy thing to do. But I want you guys to watch how I go from this to wherever I go, hopefully. I think this video is long enough. Hopefully it's not too long. I'll try and cut it down. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and being a part of this, if you are. I'm Josh, and yeah, can't wait to share this journey with you and see where it goes. See you in the next one.